The following podcast is intended for mature audiences. If you enjoy our work, please like, comment, subscribe, and follow the links in the description. Thanks for your support, and enjoy.
Greetings and salutations, listeners. I, Eric J. Chucky, joined as always by the evil Superman to my evil Wonder Woman. Yes, we're married. The boy.
Hey.
I was gonna go with good Batman, but I don't think I'm the good Batman in this situation.
And we both know I'm not.
Welcome to Terrence Podcast. We are talking about Injustice 2. We haven't played the story.
I guess.
Yeah, no, fuck it. We don't need a subtitle. Screw it.
Yeah, we haven't played the story at all. That's we're gonna preface that. We've played the arcade mode a couple times. Either one of us, the ladder mode, your standard Mortal Kombat ladder mode, but like neither of us have touched the story at all.
I keep meaning to, but like, there's people around.
I keep meaning to, but he's around.
Yeah. So we haven't touched Brainiac, because that's how you unlock Brainiac, is through the story. He looks pretty sweet. I doubt we get to cheat as much as he does, but he looks pretty sweet. But otherwise, I have played a lot of it. I have logged plenty of hours into it.
I played some,
Yeah.
not a lot.
I think you've played every character at least once.
I've played every character at least once. There are a couple characters I've played a fair amount. It's just that, like, for whatever reason, I've been more into reading stuff and doing pen and paper RPG stuff the last couple weeks.
But
There's a bunch of video games I need to play, actually.
Yeah, oh god, same. I ran into that. I think I mentioned this before on the podcast, so I'll be brief. But I was catching up on playing Final Fantasy 15, because I didn't get it until Christmas. And then I didn't even really get into playing it until January. And then in March, Breath of the Wild came out, and Mass Effect Andromeda came out, and guess what? Your 3 open-world games full of cool stuff you can do.
I haven't touched... I've almost finished Mass Effect Andromeda. I haven't touched Breath of the Wild or Final Fantasy 15. I have to play more Injustice, because it's a really, really fun game. Spoilers, that's just here. It's a really fun game. It's really well made. There's a couple PC games that I want to play more of. I'm getting to that point in nerd life where there's not enough hours in the day for all the video games that you have.
Oh, and not to mention that, like, in October, I wandered into GameStop, and they were having this crazy sale, so I picked up Final Fantasy Zero something. I forget what the hell it's called. It's sitting over there.
There's also a bunch of
Type O.
There's also a bunch of, like, co-op beat-em-up Streets of Rage style brawlers that we wanted to play.
Oh, hell yeah. I picked up the Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystars beat-em-ups a couple days ago.
And we've had Guacamelee forever, and we've never touched that. And that's actually a game type me and him really enjoy playing together.
Yeah. Except for that time I had Scott Pilgrim. It's the only beat-em-up no one has ever played with me. No, and that's the funny thing, right? Because I had friends who played the Ninja Turtles games with me back in the day. And I think even you and I, when I had the demo on Xbox 360.
Scott Pilgrim, yeah.
No, for the Ninja Turtles remaster.
Oh, yeah, that was
we played that very briefly, in the first level or whatever, but I was all alone in Scott Pilgrim. I did love that game, though. But,
there's a complete aside, but I just, like...
It's catching up.
As a kid, with, alright, you get a new video game, fuck yeah, it's been a while. And you just never see the horizon of, my God, I'm never going to catch up. Never going to catch up.
Especially with me, because, I don't know about with you necessarily, but I followed franchises, and I was a Nintendo kid. So, like, Nintendo would release a new Mario...
And you would beat that Mario.
5 years, and then it would be a fucking new system until you had a new Mario. Final Fantasy was similar. It took forever for a new Final Fantasy to come out. 15 included. But, like... There's so many games now. There's so many good games now.
There's so many games, and that's not even touching Steam games.
Oh, God,
That's not even touching the... What do I do? What do I do? I'm never going to catch up. Never, ever.
I'm glad I'm not a game reviewer, because I like being able to go, no, I want to go play this game that I've played 1,000 times again. And
I never finished Shadow of Mordor, and I wanted to finish that. I never finished Assassin's Creed Black Flag, and I did want to finish that.
We've got like 3 more Assassin's Creed games, by the way.
I know. Like, I read this study a couple years ago that like most people who play video games don't finish them, and at the time I was like, "What? That makes no sense. I finish all the games I play." And now, I finally understand, because if I'm ever even remotely tired of a game's mechanics, there's a vast ocean of other games I could just be playing instead.
I tend to sit down and commit if it's welcome to the Injustice podcast, by the way. We occasionally talk about Superman. I tend to sit down and commit if it's like a game with a story. Like even Assassin's Creed 2, which I thought was fucking stupid.
You finished it.
I finished it rather quickly. But like, and that's I think why I had such a mental breakdown when I was playing Final Fantasy 15 and Mass Effect and Breath of the Wild, and I was like, I can't, but I must. So it was like I had a little problem there for a minute. But putting them aside and just playing fucking Injustice as much as I have been, oh my god.
But alright, so you've heard us talk about fighting games many a here
I
at
mean,
the
like,
podcast.
it might as well be one of the 4 pillars, of which there are like 9 this channel.
It's a very well supported house.
Just keep adding pillars. But we love talking about video games and fighting games especially.
Well, I mean, like, if you think about it, and we've mentioned this before, fighting games is one of the first things that really helped us bond as friends. But let's try and dial it down to Injustice 2, because you're right, this is becoming, we occasionally talk about.
Well, I mean, you know, there is simultaneously so much to say about this game, and not that much to say about this game. You want the short version, as the boy said earlier, it's really good. Fucking go buy it. If you like DC characters at all.
Or if you like Mortal Kombat.
Or if you like fighting games, dude.
No, not in general. I wouldn't say that's true.
It's not the same, but like, my God, the attention to detail, the nuance. Like,
it's a deep fucking fighting game. Like, it's crunchy, dude.
And it doesn't have to be. Like, if you're playing online and you're playing ranked, or you're playing against certain skill level opponents in the proper game. And you know what? I'll use this house as an example. I get this shit. On like an elemental level, where to push the buttons and all that shit, I get it. Sometimes I have to practice. Sometimes I have to practice for a lot longer than I'm proud of. But I understand how it works. I understand when to meter burn, all that shit. However, when I can take a really hard battle or a really difficult timing sequence of moves and get through it in probably about half an hour, the boy might struggle. He might take a longer time. He might get more frustrated.
Especially with long chain button inputs. This is why I didn't used to like Street Fighter and shit back in the day.
Yeah.
And Mortal Kombat even to an extent.
They tune that down.
It's long chain. If there's like 5 button inputs involved in doing one move sequence,
they've tuned that down a lot more in the resurgence of fighting games. It's a lot more about creating your own combo. What they do instead is there are short combos that are maybe like 5 buttons, and you keep hitting those.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it's mostly the tutorials that I struggle with, because those are structured very much like old school fighting games, where it's, alright, so it's down left B-A-Y, down left X-A-B, down left Y-Y-A. Fuck you with a fucking rake.
I feel like I'm supposed to be putting in some sort of secret password to get goodies.
But, like, fuck you with a rake, first off. But, by the same token, I struggle with shit like that. And my hands are I have very dexterous fingers for a lot of different things. But controllers, one of the many reasons I'm bad at console shooters, not my best, so I'm not great at inputting buttons, especially like D-pad stuff, quick D-pad stuff.
Mm-hmm. It took you a while to cotton to playing Rock Band at all, as well, because it was a similar issue. Mm-hmm. And Brandy, like, once it got into the complexity of fucking meter burns, she was like, I'm out. She was playing the tutorial, she's like, I'm out. Fuck this. I just want to beat the shit out of people. So, that being said, these two can still kick my ass often enough that it's not, like, it doesn't fucking matter how much I know.
Because I'm not button mashing.
No.
I just have, when it comes to fighting games, not shooters weirdly, but when it comes to fighting games, I have better twitch reflexes than Sport does. So while he understands the game more, I just react faster.
With Brandy, it's very much that she feels the game, intuits what she needs to do, plays a character where she's like, all right, the places where this person kicks and stuff, I get. Which is how I used to be up until like a year ago, until I was like, I'd like to get better at fighting games. I know I'll never be pro, but I'd like to be better. So I get completely where she's coming from, and oh my god, as we have mentioned before, does that woman have a knack for understanding footsies intimately.
But, like, so, while he's better at, like, high-end battles against computer opponents, Sport's better than me. Like, it just is. But in live matches against, like, the two of us, I have a much higher win rate.
Yeah.
Even if he knows the game way better than I do, just because I can usually react faster to whatever it is he's doing and shut him down.
And you're really good at keeping up a combo. I have a problem bridging into the next combo after the first one. There's a lot of the timing there, and it goes into that reaction time. It's just, especially against a live opponent. But, and that's what we mean by, like, there's a lot of crunch, but it's not super necessary. Yes, at the high end, you know...
Like, an actual pro would wreck us both, for different reasons.
But, like, at the high end, if you're playing... It's that old adage that if two people are masters of the same martial art, the stronger one is going to win. If you both, you know, understand how the game is played, the guy with the better reflexes and who knows how to use that shit better is going to win, no matter how...
Like, against the pro, in my brain, I have pro-level reflexes, pretty much. In pro fights, I can see what they're doing. But my muscle memory isn't there. So It would be, I would see how he's killing me and have no way to stop it.
Yeah, I feel that. So there's the crunch, and then there's the customization, which, as I've said plenty of times, as you guys know deeply, if you let me customize things in a game, you already have like half my buy-in. I have played shitty, awful games because I was able to paint up my car to look like the cop car from the Blues Brothers.
Like, I'm not much different. Give me a way to make my shit look... And it's not about... for me, I don't really know that this is customization in the same way that makes me want to play a game. Like, it's not customizing a character or whatever. But I love the various different options for gear. Mm-hmm. Their stats are... not really... I don't care. But it's just the different little... Like, the different looks. I love that. Because it provides so much... individuality to my cyborg versus his cyborg to my Doomsday. Doomsday, excuse me, Darkseid. Darkseid, by the way, so far favorite character in this game. I'm still better at Aquaman. Darkseid's my favorite.
Darkseid is fun. I enjoy him too. There's an ability you can get for him eventually that lets you completely control all of his lasers.
Yes, please.
Can't play that shit in ranked, but oh my god. I've been playing. I don't feel comfortable saying I have a main. There are characters I know I don't really want to play just because they don't feel good in my hands. But
yeah, Fireboy.
God, he's awful. Even the internet thinks he's awful.
Fireboy, whose name I can't remember because I don't care. He's bad.
I don't really care for how Deadshot plays.
The shitty Human Torch.
And I don't particularly care for...
You don't like guns and guns and guns and guns?
I just don't care for where his buttons are.
That's fair.
And I don't like his basic moves.
I actually have that same problem with Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate I find intriguing.
He's very good at distancing. Oh, and the Joker. The Joker is god-awful unless you get him. And I mean get him. On an elemental level, you have to understand what you're going for. Because if you don't, it's just garbage. He's just garbage.
Yeah. He's like Ganondorf in that respect. Because I play Ganondorf and I do pretty well with Ganondorf, but Ganondorf has agreed to be shit tier. Joker is not... He's not great, but I kind of get him. Not as much as I do Harley. Harley is probably my best character.
Yes.
But...
Having fought you, yes.
I've been getting pretty good at Atrocitus, and I'm decent at Batman. Green Lantern I did not expect to love, because I hated him in the last game.
I hated Batman in the last game. I haven't played much of Batman in this game because I hated him so much in the last game.
So much better. He fights like Batman. He and I were just discussing this before the podcast. Because, okay, so this is how this works, right? You guys know me. I'm not the guy who's like, yes, the cover star. I shall play them. I gotta be the guy who's different. And, man, do I hate being the special snowflake, but fuck it. I got good geometry, okay? I didn't want to go after Batman until I saw they had shaders, which are what they call their color palette swaps, and sometimes entire model swaps. But the model swaps you can't put gear on. I mean, you can use the stats, but the visually doesn't show up.
Which is fair. Sad, but fair.
But, like, sometimes they put full dialogue in there for him. Yeah. So, that's really
like
cool.
The Jon Stewart Green Lantern just has Jon Stewart Green Lantern.
Yeah.
That's way better.
Which is what I use, because...
Oh, Jordan said penis, that's why.
I might use the other guy, the redhead. What's his name?
Is he one of the shaders?
No. Kyle, right? That's his name?
No, you're thinking... I mean, Kyle is one of them, but that's not the redhead.
No. Whoever the redhead... Guy
Gardner.
If they ever came out with him, I might use him just because he's such a fucking prick. But
he's such a fucking goober prick.
But
I have special alien DNA. I'm got
the shaders.
Fucking hate that guy.
First of all, they have one for Batman of Zur-En-Ah. They have two technically because they have the default and then an alternate.
About fucking Batman of Zur-En-Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that. So I really want to make a costume out of that and just enjoy it. And they have shaders for Night Quest.
Ugh.
And I fucking love Night Quest. And they got a lot of really cool techno-looking Batman bits. So I want to collect them, build a sweet set.
He wants to try and build a sweet fucking Azrael Batman.
Goddamn right. If he's not DLC, I'll at least get him from the...
I hate that fucking guy.
He's still Bat. He's still fucking... He's even the real Batman underneath.
Good.
So...
Hiss.
Whatever. But, like, I want that. So I was like, I gotta get good with Batman because I want to play him a lot, because I want to get a lot of gear for him, and I want him to be able to equip all the gear. Because your characters have levels. Up to 20. Your profile has a level. I don't know where that caps. Probably 100.
I'm gonna be honest, like, that's a big part of the reason why I haven't played more of it, is because I love collecting the gear, and I hate collecting the gear and not being able to put it on the character. And being able to put it on the character, I'd have to play off, until a thing you found out later, I would have to play a fucking lot of characters I'm not fond of.
Yeah. That thing I found out, by the way, if you guys haven't heard about it, if you go into the multiverse mode, make sure you set up your AI loadouts and your AI stats like you would for...
In character customization.
Yeah, in character customization. Like, I didn't say those words right. Like you would for the AI defense thing. Set that shit up, get him geared out, take him into the...
Infinity Fight.
The Infinity Fight's a good one, the survival mode's a good one, or just a really long tower. And you have to be nearby to hit the A button at the end of a battle and maybe equip new gear if someone drops something randomly that's better than what you have on, but they'll just fight for you. And if you get their AI tuned right, you will win. And they level up. It's free levels. It doesn't do anything bad because it's just, like, it doesn't fuck your elo, it doesn't make you win better.
Because it's multiverse mode.
It's
a single player mode anyway.
All it has to do with is what gear you get. It's I hate to say artificial, but it's a growth system built into the game so that you feel like you're achieving things. They have a cheat version, quote-unquote, of this already, where you can just, after you've gotten one character to 20, spend some of the currency, some of the real-world translation currency that you do earn in-game, to bump them up to 20 instantly. Anybody else, after you've gotten a character to 20. And that's the max.
What I'll probably do, because I like having good gear for my mains anyway, even though we turn that shit kind of off when we're fighting each other. And I'm not interested in online battles. I'm just not. Like online PvP and fighting games, I've just never had a good experience.
I'll make myself humble with it a couple of times, but then, I'll probably be in the same boat.
I'm not interested. I've never had a good experience. It's either someone using an incredibly cheap strategy that I am not quite good enough to get around, or it's fucking lag city.
The netcode on this game is extraordinary, but you do occasionally get laggy guys, so...
But I'll probably set up Darkseid or Batman so I can get cool Batman gear.
Fuck yeah.
And just grind them to 20 while I'm doing other shit. While I'm, like, setting up stuff for pen and paper RPGs, because there's stuff I want to, like, set up as a DM
Or even if you're just sitting there reading.
Or if I'm just sitting there reading, because I've been reading a lot of books recently. I could just sit there with a fucking controller and just A, while I'm doing something on my computer every 3 or 4 minutes. And then just roll in good gear. That's very nice. I like that.
Mm-hmm. I do too. And, you don't have to spend your currency, so you can hang on to it to buy specific shaders. Like, if I get Batman to 20 and I don't have my Night Quest shader by then, I'm just going to buy it.
You know what? There aren't any shaders that I really want desperately that aren't just alternate people, but they give you the alternate people. Well,
not all of them. I think you get them through story mode. I'm under the impression that at least, like, Vixen, for example, unlocks through story mode, so...
But, like... And then I'll have to play some story mode.
Yeah.
Because I like Cheetah. That's a cool character to have in a game. I like Vixen more.
And I'd like to have Brainiac, but, like, a part of me isn't so upset that I haven't played story mode yet because I'm not earning gear for Brainiac right now.
So that's one less person to earn gear for?
Yeah, that's one less person I don't want gear for to earn gear for. Because, like, Black Adam, for instance... He's so low on my priority list. Like, even Ivy, who I suck with, at least she looks really cool, right?
I think Ivy's just bad.
I've seen the computer player, you know what I mean? And I'm like, no, they're doing stuff. How do I do this stuff? Where are her buttons hiding? Because the only fucking moves I can figure out to do for her is a little yo-yo.
I mean, play the tutorial is the answer to that.
I did. They taught me how to use the yo-yo. I think a lot of them are alternate abilities.
I will. When you're gonna not like it when I get that Darkseid can control his lasers ability.
No, yeah, it's gonna be hell.
Zap,
but,
zap, 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 zap.
There's
zap.
also one that turns Swamp Thing's shitty character power into a teleport.
That's much better, and also way more true to Swamp Thing.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah.
Also,
Swamp Thing's not great, by the way.
he's bad. He's just bad.
Well,
he's just not very good.
You can do a lot of good stuff with him, but the problem is I meant to mention this when you were talking about button inputs. They default set it up so that there are certain easy mode controls on for you, so that the game automatically assumes what you meant to push in certain instances, which takes away some of the precision from some of the button pushing. I was playing Wonder Woman earlier, and down back Y throws her shield up in the air as an anti-air.
Right.
Unfortunately, I was triggering this by hitting down and Y and then back and Y, which was I pop you up with my whip, I smack you down with my whip.
And no, if I want to do the thing that I'm pressing the button
right.
to do.
So,
which I haven't tried it yet, but I imagine turning that off will make it so much easier for me to do combos.
I recommend experimenting with it. For both you and the people out there, because there's like 3 different options that have various effects, and turning them on and off and going like, all right, is this what I want out of my controls? No. Oh, was this helping me at all? Oh god, yes, I'm awful without it. Turn that shit back on. I'll deal with the idiosyncrasies.
Also, shout out to this game for letting you log in with your own character profile and sharing unlocks between character profiles that are logged in. Fucking shout out.
Well, it doesn't share unlocks.
Like
if I roll certain gear, I get that gear.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. I would have to try it. If one of us unlocks Brainiac, can the other one not select Brainiac? Because that would be kind of shitty.
I don't know how that would work, specifically with Brainiac, because we both have Darkseid because he's DLC, and I share our DLC among accounts on the console. That's how it's set up.
Because, yeah, why would it be set up another way? How much of a stingy fuck?
Well, if it were like a dorm Xbox or something,
you'd have to be a real shitter,
or your roommates would have to be. I feel.
Yeah.
But Brainiac's a little different. So I imagine I'll probably get to the storyline before you, just because I have more alone time.
You have more alone time, and I don't want to play it in front of you until you've played it.
And I've heard the storyline's really good, but I also heard that about the last one, and it was not very good.
I watched the movie version. I never beat the storyline in the game. I just watched all the cutscenes bridged together, and I mean, no, it was okay.
It was kind of stupid.
I mean,
it wasn't intolerable, just kind of stupid.
It was about as stupid as your average Mortal Kombat story.
No, I feel the stories to the MK9 was better. I haven't gotten the fucking storyline to MK10 either, but that's because there's no fucking unlocks except for Shinnok, I think. And God, do I care? No.
So there's no incentive.
Yeah, there's no incentive. And that's something else I wanted to mention as well. The multiverse is a lot like the Mortal Kombat towers, where you go in and there's different challenges, and sometimes they have modifiers or high difficulty or like sub-challenges, like, okay, beat this guy with all the other stuff we usually have in place, but we'll give you a little extra money if you only use medium attacks or if you don't jump.
I'm not going to do a lot of those, I want to be honest.
Sometimes I do them on accident. Sometimes if I can get them out of the way really early in the match, I do that. And then there's like meta achievements, because the way the multiverse shows up is it's a bunch of different planets, and each planet has various challenges on it that are kind of themed together.
Right.
So if you do certain things in certain challenges, you unlock the meta achievement, and they'll usually give you like boxes for that. Like in the Wonder Woman I did, right now they've got an event for the Wonder Woman movie coming out.
To give you movie gear.
Yeah, you can unlock on one piece of gear for the movie for each of the things you beat. It's like 4 towers of varying lengths, and then the final boss fight against a level 20 cheetah, who's not that bad, but she was still pretty bad.
Like, put her on a scale of her boss level Hal Jordan fucking Brainiac.
I'd say she's not as bad as Brainiac.
Fuck Brainiac.
And I'd say that boss level Hal Jordan was worse.
Absolutely fuck Brainiac.
There was an event, it's gone now, but I wanted to do it because I had almost finished it and it was going to give me so much shit. Where I had to level up Atrocitus to get him to at least 15, beat a couple of modes, and then fight this boss fight, Green Lantern. And you had a bonus ability you could use by flicking the right stick, where Sinestro would summon 2 boulders that would like drop on your enemy. They did a pretty good chunk of damage, and they're from above.
And more importantly, they knock your enemy down or knock them out of sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Or...
And like unlike most of those abilities, you could use it whenever, unless
and
it was
you used it. It didn't happen randomly.
Right. So I had that on top of everything else, but this boss fight, Green Lantern, had armor for a certain number of hits, and I don't mean like he had an extra health bar. I mean, he, like fighting game terminology, armor. I would hit him, and he didn't care. He wouldn't even flinch. So I had to get in so many hits through the armor before he was actually taking damage. And he was already crazy high AI and really well geared out and level 20 on top of that. So, like, my entire fight as Atrocitus is fucking Green Lantern coming at me, and I'm hiding in the corner, as how I finally beat him. The dude only has 1 health bar. I have 2, mind you. Hiding in the corner, dropping Sinestro rocks on him while he throws fucking projectiles at me, and I'm trying to dodge or low block or high block if necessary, and just waiting for that cooldown to come back up so I could drop more Sinestro rocks on him. Then I spam my charge, my back toward 1, and meter burn on that if I had the opportunity to. I think I hit him at one point with my super move. Kept hitting him with the Sinestro rocks, and anytime I couldn't do any of that, anytime I'd knocked him down, summon Dexstar and shoot lasers at him. And it was just like, I had to keep going and going. I had to regenerate my gear, which re-rolls it better stats at your level. If you get like a level 1 epic, you're like, oh man, I got this, but it's only level 1. Keep that shit. You get regen tokens by playing the game, you can regenerate it when you hit level 20, and it'll have great stats, and it'll still have the cool, uniques of it being epic. But yeah, that boss fight was nuts, and it was the armor. Entirely the armor. There was a fucking boss fight against level 20 Superman that you got through.
Same thing. He just had like 1 health bar. It was ridiculous, and he had armor for the first couple of hits. Mm-hmm. It was the end of the Dooms. It was, I keep calling him Doomsday. It was the end of the Darkseid event. Same sort of thing. It was a bunch of towers, and then you used Darkseid to fight a level whatever Superman. And he sucked. He was a douche. I hate him. I believe at the end I was. Like, I got so frustrated at this that I went past just bitching at video games angry, which, I mean, I get. I get to a point where I'm like, fuck you, you stupid Kryptonian asshole, you smug prick. And then it got past that. It got to I am bread for Markiplier angry, and I just went dead silent, and I dropped into like the Pinball Wizard video game mode, and just fucking stared a hole through the screen. I don't think I blinked the whole fight, and I just silently murdered Superman. And then at the end, I dropped the controller on the ground and double saluted. Fucking gave him the double birds the entire win cutscene.
But it was good. It felt good at the end, right?
Oh yeah, because I did it with the Superman. I did it with my super move.
Nice.
Like, he had, like, a little sliver of health bar left. I managed to get my super move off, turned around, laser his ass, and then as the cutscene's going, drop it. You earned this. But you're right. For just a second, you feel like God.
Oh, yeah. Oh, especially that Guy Gardner thing. Or not Guy, but Hal Jordan. Oh, my God, it was so hard. But it was fun, you know? This is the kind of challenge I like out of a video game. Because you'll notice, you who watch me play video games a lot, when I get frustrated with Injustice, it doesn't jump immediately to I'm frustrated with Overwatch garbage mouth. It's
for everything I say when I'm bitching at video games, this dude would make a 20-year longshoreman blush when he's upset at Overwatch.
At Overwatch specifically, there's nothing else that makes me say these things, and it's not like I'm that mad.
It's shit that I wouldn't say on the podcast. It's shit that I wouldn't say around my friends.
Oh my God, it's shit I would not say on the podcast.
Oh God, no.
I think I'm mostly over that too. Mostly. Let's get through this event and see what happens. But
oh God, the fucking Overwatch event too. Fuck.
That's why I got that Wonder Woman out of the way.
So many video games.
Yeah. But yeah, you get shit from this multiverse thing. It's the short version of that. And it changes. Some of them change hourly. Some of them change every couple days, every week. The one that's there always is basically the arcade mode. And there's also an unlimited thing and a survival thing. And you get arcade mode endings when you beat the arcade mode ones. So you get boxes out of it. If you do really well, you get bonus shit. It's great. And the gear system gives you such a sense of achievement when it comes to this fighting game stuff. I tried out the Mortal Kombat towers, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. But I did it once. I still like the game, but
otherwise, meh.
Yeah, why the fuck am I doing this? In this game, because I might get cool-ass gear. And with stuff like the Wonder Woman event, it shows that later on they'll be like, oh, hey, yeah.
Hey, look, Justice League is out. You want Aquaman? You want Jason Momoa Aquaman? Do this event. That will be the easiest event of my fucking life. I'm still so good at Aquaman. And then I will get Jason Momoa Aquaman, and I will never give a shit about Aquaman's gear ever again.
Oh, Jon Stewart is the same way. Like, if you look at my Hal Jordan, he looks like a Power Ranger, and not a very good one.
Like, if you look at the actual gear, but you don't see it because he's Jon Stewart.
Yeah, because I got the Jon Stewart skin on. He's like, respect my name. And it's great. I love it. Thank you, Green Obama. You're my best friend.
Green Obama. That's great. I really like that they make a Wonder Woman look a lot like Linda Carter.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like, she looks a lot like Linda Carter. And I like Gal Gadot, don't get me wrong, but I mean, it's really cool that Wonder Woman looks a lot like Linda Carter.
The voice work in this game is so good. Honestly,
I mean, of course it is. There's Batman.
Well, I mean, there's him. Tara Strong has finally made Harley hers.
Yeah, she's finally not doing an Arlene Sorkin impression.
Right. She's doing Harley Quinn. She's just doing her Harley Quinn, and she's owning it. And I think that's.
And
fantastic.
She's not doing Margot Robbie, which is good. Yes. I was worried she'd start because she could easily do that.
Well, and they've got the visuals for Margot Robbie, which Margot Robbie was a fine Harley Quinn. Wasn't Arlene Sorkin, but she was doing Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn.
Look, all right. So in the same way that Heath Ledger wasn't Mark Hamill,
right? Exactly.
Fucking Batfleck, no matter how good he is, isn't Kevin Conroy. Not even Tara West is Arlene Sorkin. There's a voice for Harley, and it's Arlene Sorkin's voice. But Tara made it hers, and that's important.
I feel also like
the guy doing the Joker is doing a decent Hamill impression.
Yeah, he's not bad. For a while, we kind of.
I've heard a better Hamill impression. That guy who did it for Arkham Origins.
That was the guy who plays Snow, Villiers. Believe it or not.
He did. I don't know if it's not. I don't think it's the same guy here.
No, I don't believe so either.
If so, he got a little worse somehow because the Arkham Origins guy's his Mark Hamill impression is fucking scary.
He's really famous. The one from Arkham Origins. I just can't think of his name off the top of my head.
And me neither. It's not important.
I'm gonna look it up because I care, but I can also talk while I'm doing that. The facial animations. Let's talk about that for just a second.
Okay.
First of all, we play a lot of role-playing games.
We do.
A lot of BioWare games, a lot of Bethesda games.
Also true.
And those are not known for their great facial animations. You know, a lot of arguments I hear from people, especially regarding those games, is, you know, oh, look how great Nathan Drake is. Look how great this game looks. These facial animations suck. Look at, you know, fucking Call of Duty has better facial animations and shit. Alright, well, there's a reason for that, asshole. It's, you know, it has way less shit to animate, first of all.
Yeah, Nathan Drake has one line they have to animate. For every one line Nathan Drake has, Writer has 40.
Well, and it's a number of characters in the game, and it's the amount of shit you're rendering at once, and, you know, so on and so forth. But, this game has the best facial animations I have ever seen, and I'm not the only person. I have read article upon article upon article about how, good lord, other games have to step
This shit
up.
was like a gauntlet drop. This shit was NetherRealm Studios putting their genitals on the table and challenging others to match them. Because, Jesus, it's so good. And it being that good proves it can be that good, which means other places need, like, okay, but, like, if the fighting game from 3 years ago is better than you suck. It will get there, eventually. This was an absolute fucking gauntlet dropped on the fucking sand. It was, you have to get better at facial animations. Because this was so good.
Ironic that I mentioned... No, different guy. My bad. He's the guy from The Last of Us and BioShock Infinite. Troy Baker.
He's Last of Us Dad?
Yeah, he's the guy from Arkham Origins.
Well, good job, Last of Us Dad. You do an amazing Mark Hamill impression.
Troy Baker's very, very skilled. I'm going to look up the Injustice guy as well. Harley, specifically. Like, all of them, yes, 100%. Even working around craggy faces like Darkseid. There's this thing he does in his ending animation where he, like, turns and looks over his shoulder, and he makes this old man mouth flap. Like, and I'm just like, yeah, fucking old man mouth flap. That's so real. Everyone is great, but Harley is my favorite because when she's chewing gum, it looks like she's chewing gum.
When she's saying something that's ridiculous and over the top, like her inflection is ridiculous and over the top is what I mean, her mouth moves like you're doing something with over the top ridiculous inflection. Because you have to make your mouth wider to do shit like that.
The little smirks, the little eyebrow movements, movements.
The tiny, like, little ways. Like, alright. So one of the things I like about Harley Quinn is I like her as like a hero-ish character that's fun, but I really like her as a villain also. And while she's a hero-ish character in this game, even, there are moments where she's just saying something and, like, it's not even a good joke, but it has that really ugly undertone to it that you hear sometimes in the Joker's voice when Mark Hamill's doing him, where it's like he's saying a joke, but it's so vicious and mean underneath that you can tell this person just isn't a good person. And she does that, and her face does it. Because there's a face that you make when you're saying something with that much internal malice. And it's the most dumb shit. Like, there's a line when she's fighting Captain Colt that I've heard like 9 times. And she says something, and he goes, "It's Mr. Snart to you." And she goes, "Oh, Snart, you're almost smart." Which is a bad joke. But she says it, and the look on her face, combined with Tara Strong's voice acting, it's just the ugliest, like, meanest, vindictive expression.
Speaking of Captain Cold... the guy who does Joker is the same guy who did him in Injustice 1. He's also the guy who does the voice of Regan in...
But not in this game, right?
He's the same guy.
Oh, okay.
Different dude from Troy Baker.
That's what I meant.
Yeah. The guy who does Captain Cold is C. Thomas Howell.
Oh, neat.
Also, if you didn't know, and you should know, the guy doing Scarecrow is Robert Englund.
Which is just neat.
Also known as Freddy Krueger, for those who don't appreciate.
Which is why half his gear is Freddy Krueger.
Oh my god, I fucking love Scarecrow.
And Plague Doctor's masks, and boy howdy is that a way to get me on your side. We're going down the we're just gonna list. We're just gonna read off the whole IMDb page now.
I was looking for my own reasons. It's a star-studded cast. It is, but the facial animations, the voices, the dialogue. They do this really smart thing where each character has so many lines for approaching, responding, and then, like, if they're from the other side, just a response, like a middle dialogue. And they shake them up, and they mix them up.
And they also have specific, and they have specific ones. They have a bunch of general ones, and they have specific ones for each matchup. And also, sometimes they have specific ones for mid-fight if you knock down their first health bar, and then different ones if you knock down their first health bar second.
And specific ones if they do a really good move or something in the middle of the fight. Like Batman sometimes says shit like, train harder, or, you know, I'm Batman kind of shit. Like, it's so good. And if you clash, there's dialogue there, and it's different, and some of it's character-specific. My favorite so far, absolute favorite, had me rolling, was in the Atrocitus versus Hal Jordan fight. When Atrocitus walks up and goes, I forget who he says exactly, but they never told you what happened to your predecessor. And it was just like, yes! It's good shit. So yeah, if the actual storyline is as good as those facial animations and dem bants make them look like it could be.
Oh my god, dem bants though.
Oh, it's so good. Like
Sass Man, by the way, in this game.
Oh.
Batman has some fire bants. He's unleashing the Bat bants, and it's great.
There's a point, if you knock down Harley Quinn as Batman, he says, we need to talk about the guns, Harley. It's just like, it's so good.
He's got bat bands, and if he's fighting one of the many people he is a mentor for in this game, like fucking Fireboy and Jaime Reyes and Supergirl, and like if he knocks them down, he'll say things like he'll give them pointers, like helpful tips. He's good Bat Dad.
It's all so fucking good. If your character usually doesn't have a helmet and one of their gear pieces puts a helmet on them, they get that little reverb.
They get helmet comms voice.
Mm-hmm. It's just so fucking good.
Tiny attention to detail shit.
Oh yeah. Like, just so fucking polished. So much replay value. And we're already looking at 9 additional DLC characters. To Darkseid, that is to say. So far of which are announced Sub-Zero, Sunfire?
Okay.
Is that her? The Teen Titans girl?
You mean Starfire?
Starfire. And, Red Hood. And it looks like we're getting at least a Black Manta.
At least one X. I mean, if it's not Black Manta, that silhouette...
It's not Black Manta, I'm going to be really mad.
That silhouette is absolutely hilarious.
So there's this whole thing. Most of the silhouettes are kind of indistinguishable. A lot of people are guessing. Black Manta has a very distinct silhouette, and he already has a model in the game. So it's pretty, reasonable to think, okay, we're probably going to get Black Manta.
But like, they might be doing the alien with Tarkatan DNA thing.
Yeah, and we think that might be more Raiden, because that's too big of a gamble to put 2 Mortal Kombat characters in the game, because there's a very distinct, hi, I'm Raiden silhouette. Or Raiden. I forget how they pronounce it in the series.
Oh, whatever.
So I'm hoping that that's going to be like Plastic Man, who has shaped himself really funny, or Spawn wearing a Raiden hat for some reason, or...
Oh my god, no, I hope it's Plaz. I hope it's
so
just
good.
And now it's walks up, silhouette goes away. It's him. He's like made his sunglasses really wide. And then he warms into the normal thing. Plastic Man.
I wouldn't be surprised, because they have cleverly recycled a lot of movesets from Injustice 2, especially the DLC, into characters or Injustice 1, into characters in this game. Because there's a lot of Zod in Darkseid.
Yeah, but there's even Zod's Darkseid's power isn't as good as Zod's was.
Zod's was kind of hard to predict. I never really understood.
His Phantom Zone demon that just followed you around and could hit you in the back? No, that was really good.
Well, I feel like Darkseid's is a little easier to control.
It's a little easier to choose your destiny.
Yeah. But there are a lot of different moves, too. It's not like, this is just Zod again. No, he's different.
It's just the same level of, no, stop, I'm better, I'm great.
But, there's a lot of Deathstroke in Deadshot and Robin. Robin, by the way, there is an ability in-game you can get that turns your character power into the staff. I wish there was an ability you could get in game that turns your dialogue into anyone but Damien.
I mean, like, you never know. They could release a thing.
There could be a shader someday.
A shader that is Tim Drake.
God, I can dream.
You can dream. You can dream of
He's not been in any of these fucking games. Tim hasn't been in any.
He hasn't existed in this. He doesn't exist in this universe. It's him and It's Dick and Damien and
whoever
the Red Hood is. Probably Jason.
Probably. It's not Dick.
It's probably not Tim.
Probably not.
That'd be a good swerve though.
Sure. But where do they address that? It's not like it's a story mode thing. I suppose in his arcade mode ending.
Yep.
But God, what? I mean, we're already well over time, so I'm kind of sitting in that place that's like, what else is there to say that you guys need to fucking hear?
As you can tell, Spork really likes this game.
I do, dude. There were like 3 days I didn't play it last week, and I got salty. But then I found out those 3 days there were some severe patch issues that bricked Xbox. No, not bricked, but you had to factory reset it, and that's kind of a pain in the ass. It's the Xbox, so everything automatically re-downloads from the cloud. Praise be to Microsoft.
Praise be to Microsoft. I will light incense in Bill Gates' name this night.
But, God, that has already saved us like 3 or 4 times where we've gone, oh shit, my save's corrupt. And the fucking Xbox is like, would you like to download your last save from the cloud? And I'm like,
why, yes I would, Xbox.
How long ago was that? Oh, just the last time you played the game, silly. Yes, thank you, Xbox. Based Xbox.
Based Xbox has your back.
Oh my God. I think PlayStation does something similar, but not as fluidly. Yeah. The biggest annoyance is, because I've had to re-download my save from the cloud twice, is because I have the $100 version, whatever the fuck they called it. I've got all the gods and demons shaders, and when it re-downloads it...
They all turn new.
Yeah, so I have to go back through every character and highlight the gods and demons shaders so I know when I have new gear. But whatever, small price to pay for not losing my entire fucking game. I fucking say the words, dude.
Everything's better when nerds talk about it.
Fuck it, let's go hardcore!